Show great heart. DACA is a very, very difficult subject for me, I will tell you. To me, it's one of the most difficult subjects I have, because you have these incredible kids, in many cases, not in all cases. In some of the cases, they're having DACA and they're gang members and they're drug dealers too.
Number 45, you had 800,000 reasons why not to end DACA today. Should we have expected anything different from you? You have used immigration policy as your go-to weapon of choice during your campaign and also during your presidency. A political hot-button issue that you know the majority of U.S. citizens do not understand. You came straight out of the gates during your first campaign speech calling most Mexican immigrants rapists, drug dealers, and criminals.
When Mexico sends its people, they're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists.
You have chosen to surround yourself with anti-immigrant leaders such as Stephen Miller, Steve Bannon, and Jeff Sessions. You have chosen to limit this immigration debate to cheap, fear-mongering tactics and often bring up gangs and drugs when discussing immigration. Why don't you bring up Alfonso Guillen, a DACA recipient who recently passed away saving lives during Hurricane Harvey in Houston? Why don't you bring up Jesus Contreras, a DACA recipient who has been working around the clock non-stop as a paramedic in Houston saving lives? Throughout your campaign, you continuously promised that you were going to end DACA. And during your presidency, you made conflicting remarks like, we are going to deal with DACA with heart. So, on a day which your administration has chosen to end DACA, or excuse me, phase out DACA protections, you choose to send out Jeff Sessions? Jeff Sessions, the man who in 1986 was denied judgeship because of his history of racist remarks and vocal support for white supremacist groups. A former senator who made it his life mission to stop any progress on common sense immigration reform. So no, most of us today, when we heard Jeff Sessions was going to come out, we didn't really expect much from Sessions. Or maybe Trump's big heart,
we're going to show great heart,
rubbed off on him.
It also denied jobs to hundreds of thousands of Americans by allowing those same illegal aliens to take those jobs.
Oh, never mind. Es el mismo cuento. Comments like that make you wonder if Trump and his administration truly do want to find a permanent solution for dreamers. It makes you wonder if their intention is to use dreamers as a way to split up the immigrant community. It makes you wonder if under all this talk about potential dreamer legislation, if their real intentions is to add funding for their border wall, to incarcerate more immigrants. Number 45. One thing is very clear. There was no need to remove DACA protections. You did so without a guarantee from Congress that they would act. There was no need to drag this out and attempt to portray yourself as someone who cares. If you had any sort of heart, you wouldn't play with 800,000 lives to make a political point, to satisfy your anti-immigrant base. With so much going on in this world, is this truly what you choose to focus on? Activists in the immigrant community, they're ready. They're ready to do what they do best: strategize, organize, and mobilize. They are ready to stand up to a bully like you. The question is, will Congress be ready to do the same? Hashtag clean legislation. You feel me?